So let's start out. morning. Let me turn some music down. Not very loud already. We'll turn it down just a bit because it's in my ears and I want to be able to hear myself speak when I'm speaking, so I know I'm not misspeaking. Hello, Isa. I saw your stream. I've been really busy lately. Sorry I haven't commented or come in, but I've dropped a like on every one of them. So don't worry. I'm still supporting and being over there. Yeah, it's just been busy. My daughter had a big weekend. She got to go see her baby cousin. And we've got another big week coming up just real quick here because at the beginning of July, on July 8th, which is a Tuesday, I will be taking her to see Superman in IMAX, and I've never seen an IMAX film, so that'll be fun. Thanks, Isa. Thanks for noticing. I cut my hair a few days back. I cut my own hair. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But yeah, I literally did a stream. I got off, and instead of going to bed, I took a razor and just started cutting my hair off until I liked the way it looked. I actually, because it was so long, I was kind of playing around. I tried a few different little styles as I cut it. I knew this is where I was going with it, but it's just, a little shorter on the. I still got it short on the sides and back, but this is more like a regular haircut now. I am growing the mustache back out again though, because I shaved that off so that I could grow it longer in a different way. So that'll take some time though. So that's a work in progress. And I do that just to be silly. When I had my mustache large and curly before, every time I walked past a mirror or like if I could see my reflection, I would just giggle. It was so fun. But thanks for calling me guapo. Artemis, do you need something?
Well, I don't know what that t-shirt that you were talking about.
It's in my basket. It's green. It stands out because everything in my basket isn't green. Kiddo's getting dressed. Yeah, so today I'm gonna follow along with Bob Ross. I've got a Bob Ross video here from season 10, episode 4. This one's called The Secluded Bridge. Let's see if I can find the finished image or close to it. All right.
I couldn't find it.
It's in there. You need to look properly. All right. Come over here. All right. So this is kind of what the painting I'm working on is going to look like. I've got some happy little trees. We've got a little bridge over some water, and we've got a quick little river rushing down some falls kind of rapidly towards the foreground of the scene. I am not an artist. I'm not good at I'm not a professional artist. I'm certainly not paid. I used to do graphic design, so I've got an eye for color and proportions. I know how to use software similar to this. I'm good with Photoshop and similar softwares. What I'm using today is called ClipStudioPaint, which I have practiced with before. So I'm not going in completely blind, but I don't have a lot of experience trying to translate what he's actually doing with the brush and paints to a digital version, because things are a little different for the digital version. And so today I've got my camera set in a different spot because my drawing tablet, which is attached to my computer, is sort of to my left here. And so I'll be spending a lot of this stream over here looking down, crouched over like this. You're not really going to see me too much. I'll have to adjust the camera quite a bit so that when I'm actually drawing, you at least can still see me a little bit. My microphone is stretched as far as it'll go, So hopefully I'll remember to turn to the camera and microphone when I want to say something during this process. All right, let's see here. I can see some chat on my computer screen, but I'm dual streaming. I'm doing a vertical stream, I'm doing a horizontal stream, and when you do both, you can lose some of your chat messages. So I'm working a little bit to try and find all my chat messages, make sure I'm not missing out on talking to no one, no how. Alright, looks like it's working. Looks like I'm seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing. Alright, I think everything's good. Everything's good. Let's bring this back up. Oh, there it is. There's Bob. We're actually not going to be painting a portrait. How cool would it be to just paint this image? I'll paint his painting and then his portrait. Alright, I gotta go help my kid find her shirt. It'll take me literally 30 seconds because this is the easiest find ever. I'll be the best detective. Be right back. Sometimes being a dad is really easy. Sometimes it's really frustrating. But I love it. I love being a dad. My daughter, Artemis, is the coolest and smartest kid I know. Way cooler and smarter than I was at 5, probably. I don't know, I'm a little competitive. I wish I was smarter, but she's clever. She's a cool kid. She's gonna be very tough to work around when she's a teenager and she's scheming. You know what I mean? Alright, let's move my mouse over here for today. Where can I put it? That's convenient. We're squeezy right in there because I don't want to have to reach way behind me to get my mouse where it normally is. Well, primarily I'm going to be using my pen today. Let's create new. Hey, there we are. Okay, Bob. Hi, Isa. How are you today, Paul? Good? You probably can't hear me because you're doing your own stream right now, aren't you? I'm asking, but there's no way you can answer. All right, Bob. Let's see what you got for me.
This. Hi, welcome back. Glad you could join me today. Today I thought we'd do a fantastic little painting, maybe it's deep in the woods and it's very dark and misty, and I think you'll enjoy that. So let's start out and have them graphically run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with me, and they'll come across in the same order as I have them on the palette, starting with the white and working around. While they're doing that, let's go on up here. I have the good old standard 18 by 24 inch canvas, and I've already covered it with a thin even coat of the liquid white, and it's all wet and slick, and it's ready to do a fantastic oil painting on. So let's just take off and have some fun. Today, let's start. Tell you what, let's use a little phthalo blue. Phthalo blue. We'll pick up a little sap green. So we have phthalo blue and sap green. Just sort of mix them on the brush. A little bit of paint.
Phthalo blue and sap green. Phthalo blue and sap green. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create a palette layer. I'm going to create a layer over this, and I'm going to use this layer to try and mix some colors. I'm going to use my eyedropper tool to grab that color, and that's how I'm going to load my brush. So I'm actually going to mix some colors to see what I can get, and because he said phthalo blue and sap green, that's what I'll grab. I'm going to mix them and see what I can get. Let's see, where's brush? Oh, ClipStudioPaint's downloading assets. Gotcha. We'll do the soft round. We got phthalo blue. We got sap green. We got phthalo blue and sap green. Oh, it's not, my setup's not working. Hold on. I set my hotkeys to do certain things, but it doesn't look like it's saved. Alright, so now I've got a quick little button that'll just undo what I'm trying to undo over here. Pretty sweet. Alright, so I've got some blending tools. Let's see, pull some of this out. Pull some of this in here. I'll mix those two together. What Bobby says. Well, we've got kind of a lighter color here.
Whole bunch of paint. Now then,
See what he's
we're gonna be
getting
deep in the woods. We need some nice colors back in
That's
here.
a nice light color.
So just sort of
That's not too different from what we've got here. But what he's working on here, this is blending in with the white from the background. Okay? So we gotta blend in this color as we play with it. I'm gonna go to the normal canvas. We're gonna hide my mix layer for right now. I'm gonna come back to it here in just a second. But in my normal canvas layer, I'm gonna drop a full screen of white. Then I'm gonna open up my palette layer. Let's eyedrop. Eyedropping quite a dark color out of there. Doesn't look that dark to me. Let's see what happens. If I come in here. Takes loaded color. There we are. Let's go with the thicker oil. Okay. Like that. And let's give this a try here. Let's take a little sippy sip. Got my coffee. Mm-hmm. All right. So Bob's up in the middle here. This is mixing in that white a little bit that mine's not really doing. I want it to mix in that white, you know? Because I know when I use this brush, right at the front end of the stroke, it pulls in some of that white. How do I get it to do more of that? It's got a little more. All right, let's try. We're not trying to be exactly like old Bob Ross here because we're doing something different. But we're trying to emulate parts of this,
Sort
right?
of dance this around, twirl it, let it play.
I don't know if we're even getting the right effect here. I know I've got a good color match, but I think we got to pull some more white into it from our canvas. What's this look like? That's a lot. It's way too dark. Turn it up. Because we want to really mimic, because his whole style is wet on wet. So it's all mixing together. Go away. I got this time blocked off. Not the one in charge right now. This doesn't wash. Maybe not that. We're gonna get close. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out. different style. That's fun. Alright, let's go back to our thick oil. Let's see if we can add more color stretch. Maybe lower the amount of paint. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Oh, okay, now we're good. This is a lot closer than what we were doing. Okay.
Don't get it too even. We want it to be dark in areas and light in areas, and use a lot of pressure in places and no pressure in places. A lot of pressure and no pressure. Just make all these little different things happen. Just like so. Just like so. A little more color on the brush. We'll just cover the whole top of the canvas like this. Really push hard when you want it to be darker, and then where you want it light, just let it caress the canvas. Just very gentle, very soft. And then every once in a while you can get tough and just grind it in. See, it makes a nice dark spot. It's blue, it's phthalo blue, and sap green. Just mix on the brush. There, I want a little darker right in there.
So dull. This is so vibrant.
And you don't care where this goes. Just let it blend down and play.
That's all right.
Wherever, it makes no difference. Okay. Now then, let me wash the brush. And we wash our brush with odorless thinner. I have a screen in the bottom of this bucket that I scrub the brush against. Shake out the excess. Just beat the devil out of it. That's all there is to it. Now then, with a clean, dry brush, we'll go right back up in here and just bring all this together. Now you can overblend it till it becomes just one solid mass of color. I don't want to lose all these light and dark areas here. I just want to bring it together just about like so, right in there. Right in there. Sometimes it's hard to stop. Things get working so well, you just want to keep going. There. When we're all finished, I hope this looks like trees way back in the distance. All kinds of little things will be happening back here. Okay. That gives us a nice little background. We'll just go across, take out the brush strokes. I'm going to have some water down here. So I'll use some phthalo blue, some sap green, and I'll add a little black. We'll make this dark. And I'm going to have water maybe right in here. Add a little bit more to the blackish color. There we go. I want this to be dark. Start at the bottom because I want it to be the darkest. And then work back upward. That way it's going to pick up the liquid white, and automatically it gets lighter in value. That's where our water will be, somewhere in there. We don't really care right now. There, then. Okay, wash the old brush one more time. That's the most fun part of this whole technique, is just washing the brush. Sometimes they slip out of your hand and go across the room. There. Now I'm going to take a liner brush, put some thinner on it, and go right into a little bit of Van Dyke brown. Now this paint is thin like water. It's about the consistency of ink. Turn that brush. Pull it to a nice, there, then. I want it to be the darkest. All kinds of little dark. And I'm going to have water maybe right in here. Add a little bit more.
Laid in the water at the bottom.
The blackish color. There we go. I want this to be dark. Start at the bottom because I want it to be the darkest. And then work back upward. That way it's going to pick up the liquid white, and automatically it gets...
It kind of pushes from the corner to the center. So we'll take it right here. Mine's got way too much work. It's not going any of the way.
It's lighter in value. That's where our water will be, somewhere in there. We don't really care right now. Okay, wash the old brush one more time. That's the most fun part of this whole technique, is just washing the brush. Sometimes they slip out of your hand and go across the room. There. Now I'm going to take the liner brush, put some thinner on it, and go right into a little bit of Van Dyke brown. Now this paint is thin like water. It's about the consistency of ink. Turn that brush. Pull it to a nice sharp point. See there? Good. Let's go up here. Now then, we're going to start making some decisions. There's all kind of trees that live in here.
Oh damn, he's
Just wherever you think they should live, that's where they're.
He's heading into the trees. I'm not ready. Got my fine line. He's bringing a tree from the tippy top of the canvas. He's bringing that all the way down.
Look at them. These are far away trees. And we can just put the indication here and there of a happy little limb. If it doesn't want to flow off your brush, add a little bit more of the thinner, see? And then it'll just flow. And I'm just going to put in some basic indications. When you're at home and you have all kinds of time, you can put in just as many or as few as you want.
Somebody really wants to talk to Dad today.
Just wherever you think there should be a tree, that's exactly where it should be. And you can lift up. Some people find it easier to lift upward. Some find it easier to pull down. Try it both ways. Whichever works the best for you, then that's the right way. There. See? Just as many as you want, or as few. And don't make them all straight. Trees grow every which way. Some of them have little kinks in them, and they're like people. Everybody's different. Trees are different. Let them be individuals. Let them have personalities. There they go. See all them little rascals? Well, it looks like woods already back here. Now, sometimes it's nice when these paintings dry to have a tree trunk that has some shine to it. So for that, I use liquid clear. Take a little liquid clear and thin the paint down. Now put these in tree trunks that are a little bit closer. Now when this dries, these trunks, it'll look almost like they're glazed. And by glaze, that's a thin paint with an oil base that's put over. The old masters used to use a lot of glazing. It's very pretty. See, and that'll help push all those back here farther back. There we go.
All right, we don't need to do the glazing yet. We're still in branches and trees. Branching them up. Do we need this? A little detail on these? Probably not. But I think it adds life to it when we go in on our trees and we add some branches. When we layer in our other layers of paint, we start to see depth come into it. That's what I think. Happy little accidents back there. So we're working on them trees. Working on them trees. Let's make his trunk a little thicker. Maybe that guy looks stronger too. That's all we're doing. Some strength. And then that gives us lots to work with. Got some thickness there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, we're making progress. We're making some progress. I like that. Alright, so next up is this glazing technique he was talking about. Let's see how he does it, and I'll try and figure out how to replicate it.
They used to use a lot of glazing. It's very. When this dries, these trunks, it'll look almost like they're glazed. And by glaze, that's a thin paint with an oil base that's put over. The old masters used to use a lot of glazing. It's very pretty. See, and that'll help push all those back here farther back. There we go. There.
Well, that's how
Just
he
wherever you
applies
want
it.
these.
What's he actually doing here? Is he just laying some white over it?
Liquid clear. Take a little liquid
Liquid
clear and thin the paint down. Now put these in tree trunks that are little rascals. Boy, it looks like woods already back
How
here.
does he do this? Because we don't have liquid
Now, sometimes it's nice when these paintings
not as
dry
easy
to have a tree trunk that
that I can do.
has some shine to it. So for that, I use liquid clear. Take a little liquid clear and thin the paint down. Now put these in tree trunks that are a little bit closer. Now when this dries, these trunks, it'll look almost like they're glazed. And by glaze, that's a thin paint with an oil
Oh, I
base that's
see.
put over. The old masters used to use a lot of glazing. It's very pretty.
So he's adding in
That'll
new
help push
trees
all
with
those
the
in
thinner color. Alright. How do we thin this? Let me consider. I mean, looking at his work, I can't say that there's a change in value. Ultimately, it's the same shade. I can't even say that the saturation
Farther
changes.
back. There we go. There. Just wherever you want these.
I'm not so sure. We'll see how this goes. Imperceptible difference. Imperceptible difference. Let's pause here. We're about a third of the way through his video. I gotta go check on my kiddo. I'll be back.
fantastic things. A liner brush is nice because it has a long hair on it. Long hair. It holds a lot of paint. Okay. Now then, today I'm going to use the oval brush. And I'm going to mix up. Let's take some of that phthalo blue, a little saffron green. I'm going to reach right over here. Grab a little touch of white. More to the bluish side. There we go. So that's phthalo blue, saffron green, touch of white. I'm going to add a little black. It's too bright. Too bright. A little more white so we can see that's right there. If you want them to have more fairly tapping. Got it? Good. Good.
Alright, so we got phthalo blue, sap green, and titanium white. Alright, I should have been blending like that from the get-go. We're already in it. So let's explore. I should have some brushes that I can use to kind of suggest some foliage. That brush is literally just plants. We don't want something so easy. Okay, we're looking for something else. I might use that. Don't get me wrong. Looks like grass. We don't want grass up there. Okay, I can work with this. Let's do like a 300. Make it more pressure sensitive. No, I can't. Alright. Well, that was an idea. This kind of looks like what Bob Ross is doing. Alright. Alright, Bob, what are you doing?
Very nice. Now let's take the old oval brush and just load a little bit of paint. We don't want a whole bunch yet. Let's go right up in here and then just begin just putting a few little details. See how it makes, the oval brush makes it look like there's thousands of little leaves on those rascals. Super for that. And I'm just barely tapping. Barely tapping. Just sort of look at where you think they might live, drop them in.
And I bet I can get even closer to this technique. Looking at what I got versus what he's got. Oh yeah. Let's pull some of that off of there with my undo button. Bob ain't got no undo buttons. He's better than me. Bob. I don't know how far back I can undo on this for this particular mess I made. Maybe I won't get everything, but we'll try. We'll try. We're gonna do it. It's still going. We're still pulling some off. Okay. Okay, we're all done. But that's all right. We ain't gotta be perfect, but I think I can. I think I can that's much closer to what he's doing. So, happier already.
If you want him to have more
The master,
curve
Bob
on it, you can
Ross.
hold the brush downward. If you want to be straight, go straight in, see?
He's teaching me the joy of painting. Look at these happy little trees.
Just barely touching. Allow the canvas to take off what it wants. And maybe down in here, we're getting into some things that are a little bit thicker. Some nice bushy creatures in that here. Just like so.
A little thicker at the bottom.
Some that just sort of float around. Right there. There's one. He lives right there. So just have as many or as few as you want in the world. All kinds of little things. Pushes everything back. Maybe over near there's just some little indications. These will just sort of show through and it'll look like there's all kinds of little branches and leaves. Squirrels have to have a place to hide. I call squirrels tree urchins because they live in a tree.
Tree urchins.
Have a whole bunch of them around.
He calls squirrels tree urchins. My daughter used to call chipmunks tree
They
punks.
come and eat all the time at the house. Have
What
all
an
kinds of
awesome
creatures.
little
Have
turd
raccoons,
phrase, man. Tree punks.
possums, and bunny rabbits. There we go.
Wow. Hey, look, there we go.
I showed you my little bird. Maybe I'll show him again. We're beginning to get so many calls about him. Maybe we'll just have to show him again. Alrighty. Tell you what, let's do. Let's take a little brown. This is just straight Van Dyke brown. And let's start making some decisions. Maybe there's some land that lives back here. Just all I'm doing here is just pushing in some color. Just like so. Just a little color. No big deal right now. No big deal. We'll take a little white, little dark sienna. Pull it out, cut us off a little bit. Then barely touch. Just put the indication of a little highlight here and there. I don't want too much. This is too far back. It's too dark back in here. It's too dark. Now then, we'll use a old number 6 fan brush. I'm going to go right into some yellow.
Well, his
I went into the
pulling a little different.
liquid white first.
Hey,
Going
slow
into
down,
some
Bob.
yellow.
I'm
Reach up
still
here and
on
grab
drawing
back
that
here.
little coastline you were doing.
pushing in some color. Just like so. Just a little color. No big deal right now.
Cliff edge here, or shoreline, kind of. We're kind of creating the insinuation of that, at least.
No big deal. We'll
Professor Ross, teach me more.
Little white.
Watching his video this way.
Sienna. Pull it out. Cut us off a little bit. Then barely touch. We just put the indication of a little highlight here and there. I don't want too much. This is too far back. It's too dark back in here. It's too dark. Now that the touch, we just put just a little color.
Alright, so let's see. How's he creating that highlight?
No big deal. We'll take a little
Just
white.
The impression of a highlight.
Little dark sienna. Pull it out. Cut us off a little bit.
Now we've just barely pushed that in there, and I've already gotten something kind of neat happening. Already there's some depth and texture that wasn't there before. Teach me more, Bob.
Touch. Just put the indication of a little highlight here and there. I don't want too much. This is too far back. It's too dark back in here. It's too dark. Now that we'll use a old number 6 fan brush. I'm going to go right into some yellow. I went into the liquid white first, going into some yellow. Reach up here and grab some sap green over here and a little bit of black. There. I want this to be quite dark. A little yellow ochre to it.
Black, yellow. We're gonna add some yellow ochre too. Man, he's just mixing. darker than I'm getting. Let's see.
Let's mix these on the brush.
Oh no! Oh no! You got some of that cat in there. You got some of that cat in there. So we got this color. I don't have a fan brush. I don't have anything that even approximates a fan brush right now. So let's see what his technique is, and I'll come up with a way to emulate it, sort of.
Now maybe back in here we're beginning to see a little color. Just push upward with that brush. Just push it upward.
It's right over that shoreline with this color here.
Just sort of happen. And maybe I'm using that oval brush again. Here I'm going to add a little color. Just put the least little touch of highlight here and there. Not much. Not much yet.
Okay. Pushing upward here, away from that shoreline with this sort of color. And he wants us, his idea is take this same color, make some suitable highlights back here, and some of what we got going on. Not a lot, just a little indication of highlights here and there. Highlights. Where else is he taking those few highlights?
When we get into the foreground, then we'll begin adding more highlights. But right now, I just want the least little indication here and there, little light playing through there. Begin picking out just sort of some individual little bushes.
I think I've done good.
And tell you what, let's use an old fan brush, liquid white. Titanium white. Load the brush full of paint. A lot of paint. Okay. Let's go right up here. Maybe there's some happy little water coming right down through here. And it's just bubbling along, having a good time, splashing, carrying on. Just think how water would think.
Think how water Here it goes.
Just pretend your water coming down here and having a good time. Just the world's happy and it's a good day. And all of a sudden, oh, fall over. Just falls right over. Look at that. That easy. You can make a happy little waterfall. There. See? Just drops right over. But you need the dark underneath or it won't show. And it splashes down here underneath this waterfall. There's just all kinds of little things going on. So many little happy things. A little splashy here and there, maybe. There's a stone under the water there. All these little things just splash. All the little water actions. This fan brush is fantastic for doing these. Just absolutely unreal. And sometimes it's fun just to play a little. Let me find. Just take a 1-inch brush and go right into, we'll use some brown stone under the water there. Oh, there. See, it just drops right over. But you need the dark underneath or it won't show. And it splashes down here underneath.
find out how to recover that. I'll do a little break.
Hi there, my name's Sarah, and something I've been asked a couple of times is what to do if you delete a tool in ClipStudioPaint. Don't panic.
Alright, I gotta go be dad for a little bit, so I can't finish this right now. Bob Ross, I haven't let you down yet though. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna pick up exactly where I left off and keep it going. Let's save this file. Save it as, we're actually gonna put it on my external drive. I got a drawings. Yeah, we're gonna put that in there. Call it 23, because there ain't no way that that's there we go. Alright. Thanks for chilling with me, seeing if I can paint like Bob Ross in Clip Studio. I'm going to finish it up later. Catch y'all